Hi everyone, welcome to Archilumo, our Primavera P6 course. Hi Amarjit, Vikram.
Hello, sir.
Good evening, sir.
I would advise to all of you to start your videos. It will be easy for us for communication phase. Hi Sumit. Let other people also join. Give them 2-3 more minutes. Then we will start the course formally. Give them 2-3 more minutes to join.
Okay, sir. Sir, I didn't get the PDF of the last class.
Yes, Amarjit, how are you? Vikram, Sumit.
Yes, sir.
Hi Vikram, how are you?
Hello, sir. I'm fine.
Your voice is not audible. It is muted, basically.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yes, now it is audible.
Okay, sir.
Now your voice is audible. How are you, Vikram?
I am fine, sir. How are you, sir?
Fine, everything was okay. What are your engagement these days?
Sir, good evening, sir. My name is Vikram Adityanar. I'm from Guwahati, Assam. I'm basically an architect. I've done my Bachelor of Architecture. Then I was practicing in my hometown in Guwahati, Assam. And then I have gone for my master's. I pursued my master's in Master of Design in Ahmedabad. And then after I worked for 3 years, and now I'm practicing on my own as a freelance architect and designer in my hometown. And so on, while taking up some projects, I find that project management, this kind of program and course will help schedule my work as well as my project in a very better manner, in a disciplined manner. So I thought of taking up this course, and I hope that it will help me in my future career as well.
100%. Whatever you have assumed regarding this project management software, it is absolutely correct, because this Primavera is a very extensive, very comprehensive and versatile project. And since 1983, it is ruling. This Primavera is basically ruling in the world of project management softwares. Lots of project management softwares came, including MSP, but this Primavera P6 is still ruling, mashallah. Okay. So I hope students have already joined. So yesterday we discussed about three important aspects of project management. One was the definition itself of project. What is a project? I feel Vikram, yesterday you appeared in the class, no?
Sir, I logged in to the class, introductory class, but then all of a sudden, I couldn't log in. I have texted to Archilumo that I was not been able to log in again. The person who shared me the link again, I tried again and again, but I couldn't able to join in the session in the last, means yesterday's.
No issue. I will revise yesterday's session.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, I will revise yesterday's session. So yesterday we have discussed about project management, project life cycle, these three items, and I have shared you the Primavera P6 syllabus. Today I will brief the entire syllabus so that you can understand the outline, what has to be studied in this Primavera P6. So since you did not appear yesterday, I feel as per your statement, and some two more candidates are new. So I would like to revise yesterday's quickly, and then we will proceed further. So actually the classes are interactive in the sense we will communicate with each other so that I will be able to understand what is all of your levels in project management, and accordingly I will guide you the project management theory plus this project management application of software, P6 software. So let me first, I have already given my introduction. I'm a civil engineer having MTech in structural engineering, and I have in total 27 years experience, mostly in Gulf countries, Saudi Arabia, Dubai, and Qatar. I have experience here in India, but not very much in our profession. Approximately in total 4 or 5 years will be in India, but now I have settled in India itself since last 6 months. We are running lots of companies. Out of this company is there, Archilumo is there, CAT training is there, Infratech company is there, engineering consultancy is there, PMC consulting is there. So very good private limited companies are running under us. So let us discuss about this software first. This Primavera software, I will introduce the Primavera software first, then I will introduce regarding project and project management, project life cycles. So Primavera, first it was introduced in the market in 1983 by the company. Name was itself Primavera Software in Kabul. That's a US-based company. But on 8th October 2008, the company was sold to Oracle company, Oracle Software Limited. This is also a US-based company. They purchased this entire company along with this software, along with this Primavera software. So since October 2008, they are the owner. This Oracle company is the owner of this Primavera software. This is a project management software, right from scheduling, costing, monitoring, tracking, reporting, everything is included in software. It's a very, very vast, extensive, comprehensive software. Approximately entire aspect of project management is included in this software. You can manage entire project, whether it is time, schedule, whether it is costing, whether it is resources, everything can be managed and reported. Sorry guys, due to disturbance in internet, the lecture was disconnected. Extremely sorry for this. So Vikram Aditya, uh, we were discussing about
Yes,
we
yes,
are discussing about this other softwares apart from this P6, so that we can have a good comparison how this Primavera P6 software is the best out of all these. There is one Microsoft project planner, MSP planner, that is from Microsoft family, but it is mostly used for up to scheduling, for costing and other things, EVM and value management. Lots of other reporting has to be done, no, in any construction or in any type of big projects. So that is not feasible most of the time. That is not feasible, and lots of features are also not included in those. Those are just MS Excel, MS Word, PPT like this software. But this Primavera is very extensive, very comprehensive. It includes every aspect of any project.
sir, is the software freely accessible? Can we get it? Can we get to download from anywhere?
I will give you the cracked version, because we are the affiliate of this Primavera, authentic software holder. So I will give you the cracked version. You can install on your laptop or desktop, and you can other softwares also which were to be used for this project management. Out of this was Gantt chart. Gantt chart developed by this Henry Grant in 1917, 1917. Even today, for small projects, the people who don't know MSP or Primavera, they are using it, but its use is very restricted for small projects only. Why? Because relationship between activities cannot be defined. A logic sequence cannot be defined in Gantt chart. Only time scale, work, completion, all these things are given, but this logic relationship is not possible. This is only possible in known software, MSP, and our the best of all, Primavera P6. So, and one thing, 100,000 to 400,000 activities you can input one time for any project. So you can see the vastness of this project management software P6. 1 lakh to 4 lakh activities you can write and go for processing and managing and tracking everything in a very effective manner. So this is a very versatile software, this Primavera. So this was a little bit brief regarding Primavera. Now, since Primavera is used in project management, any type of project management, whether it is architectural, civil, structural, mechanical, electrical, or any general project, hospital project, whatever may be, you can use it in a systematic way in any type of project, whether it is a small, medium, or big. Basically, it is designed for medium and big projects to do it very nicely and effectively. So since it is dealing in project management, so it is necessary to have little bit grasp over project management terminology and little bit about project management. You must understand why, because we all have in one form or other, we all are associated with projects, whether it is construction project or normal general project, any type of project, but there's a project we are associated with. You are an architect, so definitely you are associated with the construction projects. Other people are also, I feel, from same faculty. Some are mechanical engineers, some are civil engineers who have already joined. So they are all dealing with projects. So we must understand what is a project, what is project management, and what is project life cycle. Since our class is interactive, So we'll be having communication with each other, and it will give me the evaluation, what is the status in theoretical part, so that I can clear them properly to make understand all of you the Primavera P software and its application. Because unless and until we understand those project management part for which we are going to use these things, there is no much use for just learning P6. So Bikram, uh, since the class is interactive and friendly, there is no any issue. So we'll be interacting each other. Can we
Okay, sir.
define a project? What is a project?
So project is a kind of an assignment with required sets of with a sets of requirement in a given period of time.
Okay, you are somewhat near to the definition, but you will be knowing a PMP certification from PMI, Project Management Institute, Pennsylvania, USA. I'm also PMP certified. We are running PMP classes also, giving coaching classes also for PMP examination. So this is an authority, authentic organization which has given the definition, latest definition in its PMBOK 7th edition. They have given the definition of project as it is nothing but a temporary endeavor or temporary task or temporary work, whatever you can define. It is just a temporary endeavor which is having a start and end point. I mean a start date and end date, and which is unique and which culminates into a product or service, project or service, whatever may be. So project is nothing but it is an endeavor or simply a task which is unique, which is having a start and end time, a start date and end date. Definitely any project, it is having a start date and end date. Because for these two milestones only, within these two milestones, we are going to schedule the project. And all the activities and all the phenomena are in between these two only. So it is not repetitive also. Unique means it is not repetitive. Just like, suppose if you are manufacturing this pen, the pen manufacturer, daily you are manufacturing the same pen. So it is an operation, repetitive work, repetitive activity, same work, same activity being repetitive, daily producing pen. So it comes under operation, not a project. Project is unique, having initial and final time, some duration. For that only to schedule is to put human resources, machinery, money, histogram, lots of things are there. So to assemble all these things, to understand the project, we are using this Primavera Project Planner P6.
Is it a
Now,
cumulative one?
yes, we defined project. Now, what is project management? Simply, the application of knowledge, technical know-how, or technology. Simply, you can say the application of knowledge and technology in completing that project or task or work successfully within allotted time, within allotted budget, and within a specified quality. This all operation simply is called project management. For this only, we are applying this software to any project, whether it is a small, medium, or big size project. Now, what is a project life cycle? Let us discuss about little bit project life cycle. What is project life cycle?
It's a duration of the.
What are the stages through which a project travels? This stage, this stage, this stage, and then it is completed. There are 5 stages in complete life cycle of any project. The very first one is initiation stage or initiating the project. Okay, definitely any project, first it is initiated. You are going for feasibility report, collecting information, high level summary, high level information regarding project. This is done by project sponsor or client. What is the scope of the project? What will be the time schedule normal? This February it will start and December it will end. They will give some milestones, no, in terms of time. So high level summary collection, high level information collection regarding the project, it comes under initiation of the project, and the project manager, or who is the guardian of the project for executing it or for managing it, that guy assembles his project team. This also comes under initiation phase. So to understand high level requirement of the project, a scope, time, maybe some quality standards which has to be followed, ISO or some project specific quality given by architect or consultant, whatever may be. So all these high level informations includes the initiation of the project, because unless and until you have all this information, you cannot think about going ahead for the project. Just like I will give you one example. If your client is going to make a school, build any school, then his high level information or summary after feasibility report, the school is feasible or not, commercially viable, environmentally viable, by government standard, all these things followed or viable. After checking all the viability, I mean feasibility, if the things are feasible, then only the client will go ahead. Specifically, when commercially it is feasible, normally, then he goes ahead with all this info. What information he will give you? That this is the budget of the project. This may be the quality standard in our project. You understand me? This is the time schedule from within 1 year you have to complete this project. So high level informations are being collected by the project manager or by any stakeholder who is the guardian normally of the project. So this part comes under initiation. Once the project initiates or starts, now comes the phase for elaborating all this information and making a planning, complete planning of the project, which will be executed, which will be monitored and tracked purposefully, successfully, and then close out, handing over all this. So the first one, life cycle is, first phase is initiation, which we discussed now. The another phase is the planning phase. So in planning phase, mashallah, you are an architect working. So what are the ingredients of planning? What we are doing in planning phase normally for any project?
So we first try to know what the client wants about the project. It's the requirement. Then we have to visit the site. We have to see the condition of the site.
Means a scope plan. What? Yes, requirement. That is a scope planning. Okay. So you are very near to the answer. Means in the very project management plan itself, you are going for number one, you want to understand the requirement of the project, means a scope planning it is. Okay, next.
So next will be what will be the condition, how we have to set up the whole site. In my situation, we have to prepare the site as per the requirement of the client. Say for an example, if it's a residential building, we have to completely renovate site, set up all the tools beforehand.
Once, one second. Once you are going to the site and starting the site, it comes under execution category. You understand me? It is not the planning category. It comes under execution. Now you are ready for execution, going for site layout and whatever may be, excavation or whatever may be. So we are discussing about planning phase. Mashallah, you just answered right now that the prime requirement of the customer or client will be detailed in a scope, that this 50 roomed double story school is needed, separate for girls, separate for boys. All these things, the primary information which you will elaborate in your planning means a scope planning. Simply a scope planning you have done. After a scope, once the scope is determined, means what we have to do. Simple, what we have to do, items or works. Once it is determined, then how it will be done. You understand me? How it will be done, how much time it will be taking, how much resources it will be consuming, what will be the costing, budgeting, estimated budgeting, resources, I mean manpower, material, machinery, money, procurement procedure, quality assurance and quality control,
like the bill of
communication
quantities.
management. Yes, communication management to different stakeholders, and safety management also. If it is a construction site, then definitely safety consideration is also there. So safety planning also, and above all, a stakeholder planning. People who are affecting your project or who can be affected with your project. He may be any person, right? From your sponsor up to your team member or any outside agency also. If you are building any high-rise building and some trespassers, I mean some pedestrians are going there on road, they are also one of the stakeholders, because if something happens, something falls on them, they will drag you in legally. So they are also one of the stakeholders. So stakeholders management also. So scope management planning, this schedule management planning, I mean time management planning, quality management planning, safety management planning, procurement management planning, this communication management planning, how the project management manager will be contributing or communicating to clients and to his team members, to his management, to his own management. All these things will be planned. You understand me? Because a project is a secured item normally. So some items are there which should not go to your team member or to your lower down the order of those guys. It should go to a sponsor, it should go to VP or GM like this. So there must be some communication management plan to whom the information is given, which is necessary for him. Because not the entire information has to go to site engineer or project engineer like this, or planning engineer. He is only concerned with planning. Quality engineer, he is only concerned with quality. Some secrecy is also there in terms of costing. So it has to go directly to GM or to upper layer. It should not go down normally down layer to you. So there must be communication plan also. So at least this is still on paper. What we are discussing, we have not gone to the site for execution. We are still on paper, discussing all these things, finalizing all these things, right from a scope up to a stakeholder planning. So all this planning, which are also called project management plan, simply. These are the ingredients of that. So all these plannings we are doing while it's doing any project. Now, this is the second phase. First phase phase was initiation, the top level information or summary, higher summary level information regarding project. Now, depending upon, based on those higher level summary, top level summary, we are now doing this planning for entire project, which includes this what are the ingredients of the project, I mean work or work package, and that has to be subdivided into this WBS, work breakdown structures and activities, resources, I mean calendars, all things has to be applied. So all elaborate arrangements or managements, systematic management for scope, schedule, safety, quality, communication, procurement, stakeholder, all these management is done under planning management. So this is the second phase. Now comes the third phase, which is called execution. I'm extremely sorry, Mr. Amajit, because we have already discussed yesterday the same things, but I'm repeating so that it can get revised to you, and those who have attended today, they could not attend yesterday due to any reason. So it will be easy for them to understand about this introduction of Primavera and project management items, which are necessary for application of P6. So I'm a little bit sorry. I will start those. No need to worry, but at least take it positively because it will revise your concept. So now the second phase is over. Now third phase is the construction phase. I mean constructing the project, or normally it is called in general execution of the project, executing the project phase. Now Mr. Vikram and Mr. Amarjit, now you can elaborate what are the items or what basically you are going to do in execution part of the project phase.
Sir, first of all, after doing the planning, what we do is that we make out the, like for a design or for any architectural work, we used to make the layouts for the whole project, like the drawings, technical drawings, everything as per the requirement of the client. And then after, we used to make out the bill of quantities and make out the approximate estimate of the whole project. And based on that, we used to float the tender. If it's a government project, we used to float the tender. And on basis of that, contractors are being taken up for a related project. And then bidding starts. Whoever gets the project, we then go for the execution. And then after the procurement of the material, as per the BOQ and as per the estimate and the requirement of the project, and then after, as per the requirement of the project, we used to procure the labors for the project.
Actually, whatever you have explained, this some part comes under execution, but some part comes under initiation phase, because you have already detailed everything and you are going to do the project. Project is ready to be done. You understand me? Project is ready to be done in the hands of project manager or the guardian of the project, who will be executing it, planning it and executing it. So the tendering phase is already over before. If you are going for sub-tender or subcontracting, and for that, if you are floating tenders, that's okay. That's not a problem. But the basic things are already done in initiation phase itself, or even before initiation.
Sir, implementing
Vikram.
all the resources.
So now it is simply the application, implementation of our planning. You understand me? Execution is nothing but implementation of our planning to the site or to the project or whatever may be the nature of the project. So we did a scope planning. Okay. In a scope, we collected our WBS and activities. Suppose this site layout is one of the activity. Okay. under a scope planning. Under a scope planning, it is one of the activity. So now we are going to do that activity, means we are going to implement that activity, which we have planned before in a scope plan. Okay, under WBS, that activity is listed. That
Sir,
we have to go for.
Sir, actually, thing is that I know the steps, but I really don't know in project management which step will come under which category.
Yes,
Say,
that I want to clarify,
yes, sir.
because it will be easy for you to understand about the project
Yes, sir.
as per PMP, PMI standard specification. What they are the authority, and
Yes,
as
sir.
per them, that is the renowned authority, acceptable authority.
Yes, sir.
As per them, whatever we are giving you, this is the basically PMP chapter which we are dealing for project
Yes, sir.
management.
Okay, sir.
So I understand. You know everything, but the series sequence.
Yes, the
I want
sequence
to,
I don't
you
know.
make it clear. Yeah. The sequence has to be clear. Nothing more than this. Mashallah, you people are aware about projects because all of you are doing projects. No issue. So after initiation phase and planning phase, the implementation of planning is execution simply, and under execution, these WBA, scope planning, WBS and activities and other things are coming. Okay. Now, after once you are executing the project, distributing the information to your team members and higher management, this comes under execution. Once execution starts, okay, I mean once construction starts, at some regular intervals, that interval may be 1 week or 15 days or 20 days or 1 month, like this, whatever may be the decided frequency of regular inspection, regular update, regular tracking and monitoring of the project. It is very important, very, very important to monitor and track the project. Once it is under construction or under execution, you can say it is very important to monitor and track the project. Can you say me a little bit about why monitoring and tracking of any executing project, that the project we are executing is necessary? Monitoring and tracking, why it
So,
is
so that we can get an idea whether it is going according to the planning which we have discussed with the client. It should go according to the planning which we have done in the second.
Actually, once we planned the entire thing, we make a baseline report, baseline plan or a standard plan, that as per this plan, our activities will go, our budget will go, our human resources or machinery or manpower, whatever may be, that will be utilized. There is a plan under this schedule. This schedule will be utilized, means this this layout will take 1 week. Suppose this excavation will take 10 days. If excavation is not completed in 10 days, it takes 12 days, 30 days, 40 days. So it is necessary to compare our progress with the baseline or a standard program or project schedule, what we have discussed or made in planning stage. Okay. So to track whether the project is on track, on schedule, in terms of time, in terms of scope, in terms of money, I mean costing, resources, everything, whether it is on track or not. For this, we are going to monitor and track the project on regular interval. And if the project is derailed in any terms, whether it is I feel you have joined very late. No issue. You can understand. We are supplying some slides. You will see the slide and you can understand approximately everything, whatever we are lecturing. So this monitoring and tracking is very important in execution itself, execution part itself, so that we can understand whether it is on track or not. If it is not on track, the project is not on track in any way in terms of scope or in terms of schedule or quality or whatever may be a safety, then we can rectify the project within time. You understand me? Within time, We are not going to delay the project. We are not going to take more time to take rectification steps or measures for the project. So it is very necessary to monitor and track the project with respect to comparing it with the original plan, which is called baseline plan. This was the fourth phase of any project or life cycle. The fifth phase and last phase is the closeout and handing over phase. So can you little bit, mashallah, you are doing projects as an architect. So can you say me, you know everything, I understand, you know everything. It's just a matter of sequencing and expression, nothing more than in a standard way. I'm just trying to do that much only. So
Yes.
what are the ingredients of close out and handing over of the project? What are the
So we
procedures?
have
This
to
life
make
cycle,
one.
what we are doing.
Sorry, sir. Sir, actually, we need to make a checklist before handing over the project to the client or to the party.
That is called a snag list. Yeah, right. Very nice.
The checklist has to be from inside out, whether it is a building or any other site. We have to make the checklist whether the contractor or any person who has taken up the project from us has done it in the way we have planned and completed it in the quantity as well as in the quality wise as well. So we have to check the quantity as well as the quality of the project, and then only we can do the checklist and we can hand it over to the respective ones.
So I would like to add something a little bit in a standard way for closeout, which is the part of project management and a standard procedure. Whatever you have explained, that is absolutely right, no issue at all. But just we'll add a little bit more things because some more things are there which has to be taken care of in case of the final closeout. Number one, whatever facility has been developed or constructed or erected, that lots of parts are there, or as a whole also, some authority has to be invited, client has to be invited, client's representative or engineers maybe, they have to be invited for inspection and testing of the complete facility or some parts such as electrical, yes, electrical substation or electrical connection, all these things has to be inspected and tested and certified by third party and the municipality, like this, whoever is the governing authority. Okay, and as time again regarding a structure, the engineer from client side has to come regarding finishing, regarding MAP, HVAC, all these things where testing and commissioning, inspection, testing and commissioning is required. Those part we have to complete first. Then as per you, a snag list is prepared in which everything is being noted down, maybe some shortcomings or some rectification we have to do in shorter time. We cannot elongate it. So this snag list has to be prepared. ITP, I mean inspection testing plan, has to be prepared and done, finished. And out of that, you can understand that it's a very important part what I'm going to detail now. The as-built drawing of the entire project has to be prepared, because in due course of the project execution, lots of changes are coming normally.
Deviation and violations.
Every project. Yes, violations, changes, maybe from a sponsor, maybe from authorities, they will restrict you. Lots of things are coming, lots of changes are coming. Those changes are being noted down, being drafted down whenever this occur. And finally, a measurement, physical measurement is taken of the entire project, and based on those changes, an as-built drawing is made and approved from client or client's consultant, whoever may be authorized one, and kept as a record. With IFC in Gulf, it is called IFC, issued for construction, but here in India, it is GFC, good for construction. So along with good for construction drawings, you have to submit as-built drawing also to your final submission to your client. I mean, in closing out phase. So as-built drawing is very, very important. And another important aspect is lesson learned register. Whatever, suppose if it is a petrol project, petrol station project, it is a little bit typical compared to building project. Okay, so lots of things will come. Most of the engineers are not aware. Even project managers are not aware. Most of the time. So if it is a new project for your team, lots of mistakes will happen. Even in bigger known project which is already done by people, even then in multi-story buildings or good villas, people learn a lot from their mistakes or from where they are stuck and how they resolve this. All this information is being collected time to time in a register, and that register is made and that is kept with the higher management or in office. The same project, if it is comes, means same multi-story or for which this lesson learned register is prepared of petrol station, lesson register is lesson learned register is prepared, so that the new project manager or new project, I mean VP or whoever may be, who are the concerned people who need this information, they can consult that register and try to understand what may be the problem, what problems may come into the project, because it is already your experience registered here. There's these problems where that came into this project, and these were the solution. This way we resolved it. So this lesson learned register as built drawing ITP approval, commissioning, testing approval from authorities, from client approval. Along with this snag list, what you were mentioning about this, these all items are done in closing and handing over phase. So I feel I could explain you the project management and project life cycle, and the admin will give you, I feel they have sent you yesterday, or if not, I will request them to send
Yes,
you
sir. Yes, sir.
those two slides. Based on those two slides, I will give you a brief in syllabus and further studies of this little bit balanced part of project management, and then we will start straightforward the Primavera P6. Before that, I will deliver all of you the software which you will install on your desktop or laptop, and we can do it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So till then.
Okay.
Bye.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Good night, sir.
Good night. Good night, sir. Bye. Take care.
Good night.